Big Moment at 5-1, and Fortune Island for Martin Pipe also at 5-1. Fortune Island was clear favourite when they opened up, but has lifted out half a point to 5s. Direct Bearing has clipped half a point. The Irish Raider 6 into 11-2. A point clipped as well as Flown Away 9 into 8-1. Hugs Dancer out to 10s. Romany Prince 12s. Cover Up at 14-1. Money for Bourgeois for Tim Easterby. That one is 16 into 14-1. Naismar Omen is 16-1. And Ryada is 20-1. It's 33-1.
Runners, 2¼ miles, they're on their way. Big Moment, the favourite, was the last to leave the gate in the blue and yellow jacket to the right of frame. Didn't get a best break, but has that better draw than, say, Romany Prince, who's out wide in purple jacket at the rear of the field. In the early charge then, Hugs Dancer up the inside of Pepe Galvez. Nose Banded Rawan is handy, and Naismar Omen down the outside, 4 horses wide, followed by Direct Bearing. And passing the judge with 2 circuits to go, it's Rawan that leads the way. Cover Up in a bit of early scrimmaging with Riyadh, and Romany Prince is well off the course, making their first turn. It's Rawan that leads the way then from Pepe Galvez, and Hugs Dancer second and third. Naismar Omen is fourth, and then Flown Away on the inside in the orange sleeve jacket, very handy, with Direct Bearing in a yellow jacket. And out very wide there, Fortune Island towards the left. He's pulling quite hard in these early stages as they turn left-handed once again into the back straight. Rawan leads the way then to Pepe Galvez, then Hugs Dancer in third place, followed closely by Naismar Omen and Flown Away, and then Fortune Island. Big Moment has got up on the inside into about 7th or 8th place. High and Mighty is handy as well. And then behind these runners, races Cover Up towards the inside of Royal Cavalier from Bay of Islands. Bourgeois is in the rear at the moment, together with Riyadh out the back. Romany Prince looks on from last place as they continue down the back straight. Rawan on the inside, that noseband. Ryan Moore's having a terrible amount of trouble trying to settle Fortune Island, who's caught very wide on the course, wide all the way. And it's Rawan that continues to cut out the pace then from Pepe Galvez in second place. Hugs Dancer on the inside, and Naismar Omen. Next is Flown Away from Direct Bearing and Big Moment, and then Fortune Island, High and Mighty in the midfield, deep in the midfield, followed by Cover Up and Royal Cavalier. Bay of Islands towards the rear with Canada, and then Bourgeois, Riyadh, and finally Romany Prince as they run down the straight with just over a circuit to go. They completed just more than a circuit. Fortune Island still very wide of the pack here. He's looking very difficult today, almost untractable as they run past the stands with a circuit left to go. And here is where the jockeys will start praying for the gaps to come. It's Rawan that leads to Naismar Omen. Pepe Galvez is back in third place. Getting shuffled back a bit on the fence there was Hugs Dancer. Direct Bearing has a good pitch in a yellow jacket. Flown Away is handy as well in the leading half dozen. Fortune Island still wide of High and Mighty, and then Big Moment back on the inside, parked close to the rail. Royal Cavalier is towards the rear of Bay of Islands, and then Cover Up and Bourgeois up the inside. Canada is bumped along, and Romany Prince is one from last. Riyadh brings up the tail, and he's about a dozen lengths or more off the pace. It's still Rawan, but Naismar Omen in a good position in second place. The Irish Raider Direct Bearing now moves into third place ahead of Pepe Galvez, who's now driven along. Hugs Dancer is trying to get off the inside, but is still short of room, cramped for room. Without wider, then Flown Away. There's a whole host of horses jockeying for position in behind. High and Mighty, Bay of Islands with a bit of a dash. Big Moment hasn't left the running rail, right round the inside, just inching past Pepe Galvez now, pulls one off the fence as they run towards the final 3.5 furlongs or so. Rawan and Naismar Omen. Fortune Island Flown Away on the outside with Direct Bearing behind these, then Fortune Island as they begin to run round the final turn. Naismar Omen just shows the advantage from Rawan, then Direct Bearing. Flown Away is wider out. Hugs Dancer is still trying to find a run. He's got every chance if he can do so. Big Moment has got off the inside, has a squeak too as they round the final turn. It's Naismar Omen that strikes for Chester Cup glory here from Rawan in second place. Big Moment trying to get out Bourgeois with the white face. Hugs Dancer finally in the clear and begins to thunder home. It's Naismar Omen, Hugs Dancer, Big Moment wide, Bourgeois up the far side. Hugs Dancer gets to the lead past Naismar Omen. Big Moment with the late dash. Hugs Dancer wins the Chester Cup. Big Moment in second place, possibly, though it's close, with Naismar Omen. Bourgeois was next. Then came Rawan, so often, so long up with the pace. Direct Bearing behind those. Cover Up was staying on from High and Mighty. Back to Pepe Galvez and Riyadh. Then Flown Away, Royal Cavalier, Romany Prince, Canada. Fortune Island, a nightmare run. And behind Fortune Island was Bay of Islands. Hugs Dancer winner of the Ebor handicap last season. He's won another big one in the hands of Dean McKeown here, and I think we'll find that Dean has ridden a splendid race.
9-1, clear fourth favourite, and beats Big Moment, sent off the 9-2 favourite, and they were price-wise 1 and 2 in the Racing Post. That's why there's lots of money for them. The third, Knaves Omen, was a 16-1 chance. Rawan was fourth at 50-1, wins by half a length and a